Look where we are. We are in Litchfield National Park. So a lot of nice, exciting thing in this episode. Lots of waterfalls. You know how I love waterfalls. But unfortunately, we are just a bit early in the season. We are in May, so few things are closed, especially the four-wheel drive track. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. But stay tuned, and we will see you at camp. In the meantime, I just switch on the intro for you. All right, stay with us. Catch you later. Bonjour and welcome back to 4x4 Explore. This is me, and here's my husband Keith. We enjoy traveling around Australia in our Toyota 79 series fitted with a Tommy camper. Join us on our journey, and if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Rebuilding of life, the roads that lay open are many. When the old one's gone under the knife, and I can feel the sun on my skin.
So our first stop is going to be the magnetic termite mound. Apparently quite a large field of termite mound, and I suppose some opportunity for a nice picture next to termite mound. Great. All right, let's go and check them out. Talking about termites, I think they're clever little things because they're building those mounds
north to south to keep their house at the perfect temperature. But they're building it above ground because this region is prone to a lot of water flooding. So it's just to keep their food and their nest, above humidity. So it's very, very clever. It's probably the only species in Australia, right? One of the only species in Australia which are not building their nest underground. Clever stuff. And some of those termite mounds are as high as 5 meters. Quite a lot of works for those tiny little 5 millimeter insect to build a 5 meters.
I wonder how many stories, if you did it size for size.
Yes.
How many stories high there would be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In comparison to a skyscraper.
Yeah. That was interesting. We're going to keep going into the Litchfield National Park. Lot of waterfall to check out, so let's go.
Well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day to
So we're going to go to Florence Fall plunge pool just to freshen up a little bit. We are staying at the Florence Fall camping ground. It is really nice. The amenities are spotless, and the campsites are okay, a bit close to each other, but not packed like sardine, which is great. Yesterday we went to the Wangi Fall. It was beautiful, absolutely stunning. But at the Wangi Fall you cannot swim because they sighted a crocodile. I'm not sure if they've captured it yet. No. They had a cage, a trap for crocodile in there, and we were told when we were on the tour, on the Catherine Gorge tour, we were told that when they sight a saltwater crocodile in river systems, they capture it, and then it takes them about 4 or 5 weeks to just survey the area, just to double check
that there's no other crocodile in there. So you see during the wet season everything gets really wet, and the salt water crocodiles, they come inland and the water recedes, and sometimes they get trapped in the river systems. So so that is why in the Northern Territory it does take a little bit of time for the park to open in the peak season, and that's why not all the waterholes are open yet. So anyway, we're off to have a swim.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding life. The roads that lay open are many, and the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
This swim was so refreshing, wasn't it, Keith?
Yes.
It was awesome. The waterfall is absolutely stunning, and create a bit of a current inside, inside the water.
Yeah, I was swimming up the side of the wall and then you get blown. As soon as you come out of the waterfall, you get blown back down.
That's right. And we swam right next to it, and yes, the amount of turbulence in the air it creates is just amazing. What a beautiful spot. So I think we'll go back there tonight, since we're only camping. It's about, I think, 500-meter walk or something like that to that waterhole. So
Easy walk.
yeah, and it's an easy walk. It's flat, and so we'll be back. We'll be back here tonight. It'll be grand. All right. In the meantime, we're going to chill. Maybe it's time for the aperitif. What do you think? L'heure de l'apéro?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know.
You drink so much beer, you can't go swimming.
Well, you float well. The bubble makes you go back to the surface, doesn't it? Well, that's my theory anyway. That's my excuse. Good morning, Kay.
Hey up.
Hi up. So we are going to see another waterfall. You like waterfall, Kay?
I do.
So this one
Not
is...
as much as you, but...
No. This one is called the Tolmer Waterfall. So it's, what did they say, 800 meters from the car park, the viewing deck. So we'll go and check that out. I'm quite impressed actually with Litchfield National Park. It's quite, the park are really nicely set up, really made for...
It's accessible to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's accessible for everybody. I mean, the walking tracks are really awesome. I've put my walking boots on, and I think I could have done it on with my flip-flops, really. So, anyway, oh wow, I can see it's going to be a nice view.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many, when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
The creek walk around the Tolmer Falls is really spectacular. Lots of beautiful views, nice little
walking tracks.
Very nice.
It is very, very, very nice. Okay, so let's keep going, and we'll go and get some breakfast at the car. Keith, what do you think?
Yeah.
Egg and bacon sandwich?
Scrambled egg.
This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were two for a penny.
All right, so this is Bully Waterhole. Oh my God, look at this. Absolutely splendid.
All that ever was.
It is very difficult to stay in. It is very difficult. The current is so strong. So I'm just going to be here and just be a little leaf on the waterfall. And here's Keith coming in. Keith is coming in gracefully. Woo-hoo! Well, that was a Bully Waterhole. What did you think of that, Keith?
Very nice.
It was awesome. I think it is probably the best spot for swimming around Litchfield National Park. What do you think, Keith?
No, I like the one yesterday.
You like Florence Fall?
Yeah.
It's a bit busier though. This one you can...
Yeah, it was huge, isn't it?
It's big, but this one you can have your own little plunge pool for yourself. Because there's so many of them. So Florence Fall is just there. We are been camping right here, and the Bully Waterhole is just there. So if you were to camp like us here, you can, if you want, just do the whole walk all the way to the Bully Rock Hole, and I reckon by the time you get there, you'll probably want to swim. Going to the
Upper Cascade.
Upper Cascade, good man. So this is probably our last stop of the Litchfield National Park. It's been a great adventure.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open.
Ah, what a splendid cascade. It's a really, really welcome swim here, and man, what a beautiful spot. And look at that, not many people. So this is the Upper Cascade. The Lower Cascade are closed. The walk to come here is category 3, I think. So medium to hard, they say, and it is a bit challenging, especially when we've got an injured one with us. Keith has damaged his knee, so it's make it a little bit more complicated. But this water hopefully will keep the swelling down and be up and at it again very soon. In the meantime, we are just going to relax here for a little while, and then we'll go back to the car. Oh, this is so nice. This is living.
Feel the wind on my face. All that ever was is a rest. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow.
Whew. Well, that was worth it. And look what's back next to us. Another Tommy. Yay!
Yeah. Pretty nice setup. Nice. That's what we're talking about, Keith. Nice truck.
Something's gotta give
Both things together.
today. It's a
Good
good
stuff. Well, that swim was wonderful, wasn't it, Keith? But the walk, the walk was tough in the heat. We had a great time at Litchfield National Park. It is a must-do if you are in the Northern Territory. I think 3 days is probably enough to visit, to do all the walks. Check on the website before coming to make sure that everything is open. If you want to do everything, for us we missed the Lost City, the Central Valley, basically all the south of Litchfield. We missed all of that because that was all closed. So some practical information. You do need to have the Northern Territory Park Recreation Permit. You can get one for 12 months. It's $60 per person. Frankly, we've made quite a good use out of it because we did the McDonald Range, the Kings Canyon, etc. So we've used it quite a lot. We used it quite a lot, so it's worth getting. And then you need to book your campsite. So beware that at Litchfield National Park, the network coverage, we've got Telstra and there's no coverage there. So you do need to book before you get to the campsite, and make sure you book it because all the campsites are numbered. We stayed at the old four-wheel drive campsite at Florence Fall, and I felt that was fairly central place to be able to visit everything, but everything is close by anyway, so you can't really go wrong on where you stay. Why we liked the Florence Fall because there is 2 spots where you can have a swim, which is rather nice. And then finally, the last permit you would need if you have a drone is a flying permit for your drone. It's a free permit, but you still need to register it. And again, it lasts for 1 year. So do the right thing if you have a drone, and read what you can and cannot do. It's common sense, really. But make sure you do use your common sense so we can keep flying our drone. All right, on those nice words, this is the end of this episode. So if you've enjoyed it, like it, and if you want to keep watching our travels through Australia, make sure you subscribe. All right, see you on our next adventure, and safe travels. What do you say, Keith?
Okay, Lee.
Catch you later.